Tellemtribe Tarot, daily readings for my tribe. Subscribe to my channel.
Peace. I am Cherokee with Tellemtribe Tarot, coming to you with a general energy reading. This reading is going to be for whomever needs it. I felt so convicted to have this conversation with y'all, to talk about where you are right now and where you'd like to be. I feel like there's just such an energy of space, time, space, opportunity, and I just feel a longing sense of someone who just wants to get there. When I was preparing for this reading, the new moon card flew out from my moon phases deck. And it says, the time is right for seeking new opportunities. So I'm just going to pull some cards for you because I feel like someone needs to be motivated today. Someone may be feeling as if all hope is lost because life is just difficult and it's been difficult, and that's just the way how you expect it to be. It's like when things go great, you don't trust it. And I want you to have some faith in your abilities and in the universe to do the things for you that it's here for, because you're a part of the universe. You're an immaculate part of the universe. We are so small in this huge universe. So the problems that we have can go away with a snap of a finger, with a thought, with an intention. And if you knew how powerful your thoughts were, you would think more carefully. So we're going to ask our beautiful angels, spirit guides, and ancestors to please provide us with the guided messages for the general collective. I just feel so good. And the reason why I'm always feeling so good, even when things are hectic, like my life is not perfect by a long shot. Y'all should have seen me trying to find and set up a space to record this, because the space that I typically record in felt so uncomfortable. I'm like, something is not right with this space. I have to switch it. And then I kept moving my little area around and around, and my house is just full of little, or my apartment is full of areas that you can, you can create a creative ambiance that works. But it's just, every I was putting the goddamn table and the chair wasn't working, and I'm like, okay, this door. So I finally found it. And it's the same thing with your energy. You have to keep looking for that space that feels good for you. And you're going to be uncomfortable for a little bit. But when you find it and you find your groove, there is no holding back. There is no questioning that. And that's what this reading is about. So let's go ahead and get into your reading. I pulled out the OG deck. I haven't used this deck in a minute, and I'm very happy to have it back. Yeah, I remember my OG deck. So many great messages with this deck. And it's all nicely broken in. It's been months since I used it, so it feels good. The universe wants to do amazing things for you, but you have to know and trust and believe that the universe wants these things for you. You were created from this universe. So why wouldn't it want to give you the things that you are entitled to? This is your universe. So act like it. All right, so let's go ahead and get into your reading. Spirit, please provide me with the guided messages for the collective. And whomever needs to hear this message, please allow this message to change their lives in beautiful ways. So the Eight of Swords, this little stalker card right here, the card that you're seeing obstacles, you're seeing everything that's going wrong in front of you. The Judgment, solidifying that if you challenge yourself to acknowledge that you were getting in your own way, or to acknowledge that what you have going on is temporary and it's not the end, then, and you take responsibility for where you are, and you take meaningful steps to change your circumstance, and to really embrace the fact that you are not stuck, that's when your changes will come. So let's get a grand view of this and see what's happening. So the overall energy is just someone becoming their own best friend. And I feel like that is the first step to changing the life that you're living in. It's like you want someone like you. I feel an energy of someone who wants to meet someone like them. You may be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, rising, but you just want to be your own friend, and you want a friend like you. Because in your space, in your life, of course, a card falls. All you've known is how much of a good friend you've been and how much of a good friend you can be. And your focus should be on growing your courage, your strength, and being confident in the type of person that you are. So when people who don't match your energy show up in your life, they either got to boss up to that energy or they got to bow down or bow out. That's it. One person is not above the other. We are all on the same earth, the floating planet in the middle of the fucking universe. So that strength that you have, that energy that you manifest, it will pull those people towards you who has that same vision, that same longing feeling, that same feeling of wanting that community, of wanting that acceptance from people who get them. So that's what you should be focusing on. Doing things that builds your confidence. Doing things that makes you feel powerful. So if there's anything that is pulling you away from focusing on what you love, who you care about, what makes you feel good, what propels you into greatness, what makes you dream. I sense an energy of someone who may stick around a friendship because it's the only friend that you have. How dare you to back yourself in a corner like that? As if you can only have that friend, or that friend has been there for you through thick and thin, but that friend has always been around when bad shit is happening. Pay attention to who's around when certain things are happening. If someone is always around when bad things are happening and they maximize on that, saying I was there when this went down, when your car broke down, when your car blew up, when your roof caved in, when so-and-so died, when this, that, and the third. And they're only bringing up negative energies. And these are energies that you're entertaining within yourself because you attracted this energy and you reflect each other. You have to check yourself. When you check your energy and you find your inner strength, you will see who is not meeting you where you want to be. Now, in the recent past, with the Four of Cups, you might have gotten bored with the monotony of your life. So you probably got to the point where you just started inviting random energies towards you, not seeing your true potential, not seeing that you were emotionally exhausted, not seeing that you were settling, just not seeing what was in front of you. And that's what your spirit guides want you to leave behind. Leave behind that slight energy of not seeing things. Because no matter how small, no matter how minuscule something is, if you see the details in it, the details is what you'd be able to appreciate, at which point you will have a better quality of living. But when you always miss the small things or you take it for granted, you tend to get bored and you don't want to deal with things, and you get antsy and anxious, and you just don't want to be bothered, and the things that once interests you aren't that interesting anymore. And it's because you're not looking at the small details. So that's what you're going to be leaving behind for this change, for this monumental change to happen. This shit feels it feels insane how good you can feel, how much change you can make. with just tweaking the way how you look at things. Now, here's where your strength is. Your strength is in numbers. It's in your ability to put things together, to put people together. You might not see it yet, but you tend to be that energy that everyone loves to soak up. You tend to be that energy when you walk into a space, even quietly, you're noticed. And if you're not that energy right now, it's the energy that you would love to have. It's the energy that you would love to manifest. But that energy is within you. Some of you may be asking, well, how do I become this person? Well, you are that person. You are that person. You are the person with the energy that doesn't die. You are the person that knows how to put things together, how to make people see the strength within themselves. Now, in the near future, it's the Six of Swords. You're going to have to part ways with something, and you're going to have to do it amicably. You have to part ways with a habit, with a way of life that doesn't serve you any longer. If that is communicated into a person, a job, a lover, a homie, lover, friend, a conversation that you keep having that keeps you in the same mental space, Spirit is going to challenge you to release that, because life is one constant ball of ebbing and flowing. Ebb and flow. So if you look at the cycle of life, once you change from one form and you become another form, you find something within the new form to get comfortable in and to appreciate. And once you master that, you have to achieve another form. It's like a family that's growing. You start with just the mother and the father, and then you have a baby. That's the first form. And then life happens, the baby is growing, and then there's a second baby. Then now there's another form. And it's now time to move into a bigger house. A bigger house is uncomfortable. A bigger house has bigger responsibilities. There's more things that you have to fix. There's more windows to clean, more windows for people to look inside. Change comes with a big responsibility. So are you going to stay in a small house as you're growing into different versions of yourself? No, you're going to have to leave something behind. Now, the advice for you is the Ace of Swords. Now, mental clarity is going to be your best friend. That means staying away from conversations that are toxic to you. Conversations that put you down and put you in a bad spot. I sense an energy of someone who is quiet when people are being damn right rude and offensive. And while you may have to pick and choose your battles, in order for that strength that you have to focus on to grow, in order for you to become that empowering version of yourself, you have to state your purpose. People only take advantage of people that they feel they can take advantage of. And sometimes life feels like one big situation that's taking advantage of you. It feels like a big burly person. And it's because you weren't clear, with the Ace of Swords being the advice. You weren't clear about what you wanted. If you aren't clear about what you want, how would you know what the fuck to ask for? So clarity is going to be pivotal for you in the upcoming weeks and these changes that you're experiencing. And you have to have the faith and the courage to keep going, to keep pressing on, to keep challenging yourself, to learn new things, to advance your mind, which in turn will advance the people that are around you, the spaces that you're in, the houses that you switch from. You see where I'm going with this metaphorically? The growth, the going from a one-room shack to a mansion. is what I'm saying. Imagine that being you, your persona, growing from being so small minded about the things that you care about, and knowing that your mind is immaculately made and huge and infinite, like the universe that we live in on this floating fucking planet in the middle of the universe. I still can't get over that. That shit is crazy. Your environment right now is the Five of Cups. So you're gonna fight that change. There's no doubt in my mind that you're gonna fight that change because you're in a space now where you're comfortable. You may be living in a place that you can afford, driving an affordable car, your job's paying all your bills. You have friends, they like you like them too. But you know there's more. You know there's more. And I feel like you're mourning the decisions that you have to make to change your life and your circumstance because you're comfortable. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy is present. But I feel like you are going to make the change eventually because you're going to get fed up. You're going to get fed up of being comfortable, of being uneasy of the future, because what if this comfort zone is swiped from up under you? Why not you be the one to have the courage to change what you want so that you're not crying about it later? Why not make yourself uncomfortable? Challenge yourself to be uncomfortable. Challenge yourself to be uncomfortable. Change. That's inevitable, and that is the only constant. Your hope with the Page of Swords is that you'll see the signs when they come. And I think that you can. Your hope is that you don't take your own self for granted, that you don't belittle your own thoughts, that you don't misinterpret your own self so that you end up living in that same cycle over and over again. With the possible outcome being the moon, I think your guides are challenging you to look beyond the surface. Be honest with yourself about everything that you're experiencing and make a damn right change, a definitive change, an absolute change. Challenge yourself to meet your future right where you want to meet it. Don't let shit show up for you how it wants to. Show up how you want it to be. Draw your own conclusions. Color outside the fucking lines. So now I'm going to pull a card to close this reading out because somebody needed this message. This flew out. Abundance. Abundance. So the abundance card says your true nature, gratitude, commitment to goals. What are we talking about, people? Your true nature is abundant. You see nature behind us? Come on, the angels are here. Can you hear them? Telling you to go. Telling you to keep going. Keep going. Be courageous. Abundance is not only about money. It is also knowing that we are powerful beings. No matter what we have been through, knowing that we are lovable. Divine souls experiencing a human life. We have many experiences in life that teach us otherwise, but deep within us is a light of abundance that is an integral part of our soul. Due to the nature of this life, some are born with the privilege to embody this abundance from a young age, but many are not. That's why these readings are important. It is a direct reminder that you are abundant and it is within you. This is a simple invitation to connect with your abundance, both inwardly and outwardly. Connect with the deeper part of your soul where there is peace, where all is still and there is a knowing that there is a flow to this life. Start to notice which outward parts of your life, however small, bring you joy. Did not say pay attention to the small things, the minuscule things, the parts that you are grateful for. Life is not always fair, but that is part of our strength. That is part of our strength. And that is to persevere to the face of the unfairness. There will be times when you feel down, and that's okay. 5 of Cups. Didn't we talk about that? Allow for that and hold yourself in those moments. But always return to this deep sense of knowing your value. Commitment to goals. What are you working towards? And what do you want? Believe in yourself to achieve what you want. It's time to commit and continue forward with perseverance. You might be stuck in a mindset of lack, and it can be hard to embody abundance when your outward world doesn't reflect it. It's easy to feel down and hopeless. This is your reminder that you have a bright light within you that is innate. Tribe. I think this is all we need to say for now. I trust that you take this message and you hit the pavement running, because you are not your circumstances. You are growing through your circumstances and you are transitioning, and life is becoming what you want. Just because you cannot see that shit right now does not mean that it is not happening. All you need to know is that you're taking the much needed steps right now to achieve whatever it is you want. Don't feel like you lost out because you missed something in the past. And don't be so caught up in the future that you miss the present. Your now, your light, your abundance is within you now. Acknowledge that. Live in these moments and be abundant by giving freely, by living freely, by going hard in your passions freely, not comparing what you should have or what other people have to what you don't have. That's not abundance. Abundance is within you. It's yours. And it's yours to share and yours to give. And the universe will give it right the fuck back. So drop a comment to say hello to a goddess, because you know I love it when you say hello. Type abundance in the comment. Type abundance, 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 abundance until you believe it. Because baby, we're here. It's happening in the now. And you shouldn't need any convincing because it's within you. Join the channel membership. Click like to show love to this video. Share this video with someone who needs it. And until next time, love and light, tribe.